I'm Dr. Annie Orr. I am a body-based trauma therapist located in Asheville, North Carolina. This is the first video in a series that I have planned to help bring some regulation to our nervous systems during these challenging times because of coronavirus. The one that I want to start with today is an orienting exercise. As you remember, a month or so ago, we were in a preparatory mode, gearing up to get everything that we need in order to hunker down for this virus. That sudden shift from lots of activity to we're all inside and we're just sort of waiting to hear what happens, sends a confusing message to our nervous system. It's not normal to be revved up and ready to go and in this preparatory mode and then radio silence. That's highly unusual. So by doing a couple of things with our bodies, we can send the signal to our nervous system that we have things under control and that to the greatest extent possible, things are relatively safe. May not be 100% safe. I realize that that many people are worried about their exposure to coronavirus, but as much as we can, we're keeping our system safe. Okay. So if you'll join me for a moment and just find your feet on the floor. You can choose to do this with your shoes on or off. Doesn't matter what type of floor you're standing on, but just feel the support of the floor, the earth beneath you. And then if you'd like to rock your weight from side to side and just feel with those small micro changes, feel that your feet are there supporting you and the floor is actually doing its job in holding you up. You may want to rock forwards and backwards and maybe around in a circle if you can. If it feels nice to hold on to a chair beside you, that's fine to make any adaptation that feels right. And then just for a moment, bending your knees and feeling how the muscles around your ankles and the muscles in your feet are adjusting to feel the weight of your legs that's coming through your knees into your lower legs and feet. And then next, moving your awareness back up to your hips and just inviting a little bit of movement into your hip joints. Doesn't have to be a lot. And then feeling the weight of your torso and your pelvis being supported by the large leg bones, your femurs. And then follow that down through your knees into your lower legs, your ankles, the bones and muscles of your feet. And then finally, the floor or the earth that's supporting all of that. And then just moving for a moment in a way that feels right to your hips and your lower body. So now we've reminded our system that it can support us on the earth. The next step is to begin to introduce a small twisting movement, starting at the base of your spine. If you think about where your spine meets your pelvis and those vertebrae in your lower back, now rotating those lowest vertebrae that help us turn our trunks. And then see if there's an impulse of the rest of your trunk and maybe your shoulders to follow that rotating motion. So we're looking around. This is something that our nervous system needs us to do. If it feels like there's a threat out there, we need to be able to orient to it and to look around and to find it. And so as you're twisting your spine from right to left, begin now letting your shoulders follow. And with the shoulders, you can move your neck and let your head follow that. So shoulders, neck rotation, and head follows. So right now, my eyes are scanning the room in one large circle. So allowing your eyes to follow your head, your neck, shoulders, and torso. Now while you're doing this, with your eyes, see if you can notice and name some things in the room that you see. Doesn't matter what they are. I see a painting on the wall behind me, has a blue dog in it. I see the clock on the wall over there, and a floor lamp in the corner. Then moving beyond, allow your gaze to look out into the distance. And if you have windows in your space, that's great. Or if you need to do this exercise later outdoors, that's fine too. But this time we want to allow our focus to settle on things that are farther away from us. And see if there are things that you can see in the distance, outside of your immediate surroundings. So for me, that's outside, and I see some tree branches waving in the wind. I see some sticks in my yard. See if there's anything that you can hear coming from farther away. If it's outside, do you hear a dog barking down the street? Do you hear any cars? Allowing your nervous system to register what you see on the horizon. And then bringing your attention back to inside the room where you are, noticing things again that are closer to you. Anything that your eyes see and find interesting. Noticing if there are any sounds coming from this near environment. And then coming closer and even still, noticing any sensations in your body. Scan your body and see if you can find a place that feels cool. I notice my feet feel cool. Is there a part of your body that feels relatively calm right now? If it's hard to find one, check in with your earlobe. Our earlobes can be a good resource because they're usually feeling calm and not anxious. Check to see if there's a place in your body that feels warm right now. Do the muscles inside your legs feel warm, or what do they feel like? And stay with that for as long as it feels good. And you can always come back to this several times during the day if you'd like. And again, the exercise is just bringing some movement into our large joints in our lower body and movement into our spine and letting our neck and head turn and our eyes follow so that we can tell our nervous system through using our body that to the best of our ability, we are keeping our eyes on the environment and ascertaining that as hard as these times are, we're doing the best we can to stay relatively safe. I hope this is helpful for you. Again, I'm Dr. Annie Orr, and I will be back with more videos in the future. Take good care.